The Cowboys have themselves a COVID problem for Week 17, and they have themselves a organic tanking problem for Week 17. I'm Mike Fisher, reporting from North Texas, where the Dallas Cowboys, as we sit here on Friday, have issues. Now, maybe some of the issues will get cleared up. Certainly, Dallas is in control of some of its own, or at least it is trying to be, with contact tracing as a result of the safety Darian Thompson being the mystery guest, as we revealed at CowboysSI.com earlier today. He's the COVID guy. Justin Hamilton, the defensive tackle, also put on the COVID list. But the concern about contact, really, I guess it's probably everybody involved, but the Darian Thompson issue is the jump out issue. Here's what could save the Cowboys here. Darian Thompson has spent the week in protocol not for coronavirus, but for concussion. So when they do the contact tracing, the Cowboys may discover that, hey, guess what? Good news. Because he was in concussion protocol, Thompson didn't come into contact with players and teammates like he normally would have. That doesn't help him feel any better for what he's going through right now, but it probably helps Thompson, former Giant, by the way, feel better about what his Cowboys might be able to do at New York. They will have Chido Awuzie. He's been a full participant the last couple of days, so that's good at cornerback. They will not have Leighton Vander Esch. And then questionable is Xavier Woods with ribs. And so he should be fine. So they'll get a couple guys in the secondary ready to roll. Thompson will not be one of those. He would have figured to be certainly a backup. Donovan Wilson's been sick for most of the week. Hopefully he's feeling better. And luckily, I think, sick doesn't mean COVID sick. Maybe that'll be restricted to Darian Thompson. Meanwhile, the Cowboys, of course, need to beat the Giants, and then they need Sunday night help. Cowboys-Giants game at noon Central Time at New York. And I feel really good about the Cowboys winning that game. There's a comfort zone for them. I bet you they go to the same hotel that we always stay at there. They know the bus route very easily. It's a noon game. They won't waste a lot of time in the hotel, diddle-docking around. They are relatively healthy. And they play a Giants team that the Giants have a corner who's good, a linebacker who's okay, and a defensive lineman who's going to be good. That's their defense. On offense, they have a tight end who, if you throw it to him often enough, he'll do you some damage. And otherwise, they just don't have weaponry there with the Giants. You can blame Jason Garrett. I know they probably will if they lose this game. Jason Garrett might be the fall guy there, the offensive coordinator. By the way, we'll speak about Jason Garrett versus Mike McCarthy coming up later this weekend here in the Fish Report. So stay tuned for that. And of course, as always, thank you for subscribing, hitting that bell, and telling your friends. So I think the Cowboys' chances of doing their part here, the over-under is 44. The Cowboys are favored by 2. I just don't see how the Giants do their part. I'm not very good at math here, but to get to 44, the Cowboys can get the Cowboys could do the 20 part. I don't know how the Giants do the 20 part. Cowboys 24, Giants 20. I don't see how they get. I don't see how New York gets to the 20 part. But even if that goes your way, here's the problem. Then comes Sunday Night Football, and the Cowboys will be trying to dial in that game while they're on the team plane coming back. I think they'll probably land at, let's say, 8 p.m., and then they'll rush to a TV set and find out that the Eagles are tanking. The Eagles have landed. The Eagles are grounding themselves. Their Friday injury report has everybody on it. Fletcher Cox didn't practice. I think the running back Miles Sanders isn't prepared to do anything. on and on and on and on, with the Eagles doing what they should do. And I know there's all this talk, oh, we're the Eagles. We don't want to let the Cowboys make the playoffs. Do you hate the Cowboys, but you like Washington if you're in Philadelphia? That's not how it works. The Eagles don't want anybody to make the playoffs out of the NFC East, but somebody has to. They hate them all, and all of them hate them, and they all hate each other. Fans we're talking about. The teams don't hate each other. What Philadelphia wants to get out of this, I think they're in the number 6 slot in the Tankathon. They don't want to move out of the number 6 slot for no good reason. Forget the Cowboys. If Philadelphia, if Cowboys don't go to the playoffs and Philadelphia doesn't go to the playoffs, and Philadelphia has the 6th overall pick and the Cowboys have the 12th overall pick, Philadelphia won that particular battle. Cowboys didn't win that battle. So Philadelphia fans can hate Dallas. Philadelphia players do not. They exchange jerseys. They get in a prayer circle. They go to Cancun and bring the wives. And stop it. This isn't 1970. This isn't Roger Staubach and Tyrone Talbert. That's not the way the NFL works now. Sorry. The football fans in the cities can hate each other. The players are brothers. The coaches are brothers. The owners are brothers. Stop it. Philadelphia's going to lose that game. And they'll all but try to lose that game. They want to lose that game. I assume they will play Jalen Hurts. I guess that there'll be value for them. Get Jalen Hurts another game under his belt. Get him ready for next year. And if they win, great. If Jalen Hurts does something spectacular to help them win, then they'll say, well, listen, that was valuable to us. But they want to lose. Meanwhile, Washington, with its 3 pivotal guys on offense, skill position guys, the quarterback, Alex Smith, is listed as questionable. He did work on Friday. Terrific Terry is listed as questionable. They really need him. It's not a very good offense in Washington. They're extremely reliant on their defense, and they lack weaponry. Again, their quarterback is a mediocre bus driver, but they need him. Their wide receiving core, tight end could do something, but the wide receiving core without Terrific Terry is not even mediocre. It's even worse than the Giants, and the Giants is very mediocre. And then at running back, Antonio Gibson. This is the good news for Washington. Antonio Gibson, it's a toe, and he missed a couple weeks with it, but he played last week with it, and he played well. And then over the course of this week of practice, Ron Rivera has come out and said, hey, he's fine. We're just protecting him. He's going to be fine. So keep an eye on Gibson. Keep an eye on Terry, and then hashtag Alex Smith. I mean, what a pivotal guy. If somehow he doesn't go, Taylor, Heineken, he could screw this thing up in a way that helps Dallas. But I don't think Philadelphia is going to play along. I think the Giants are bad enough to lose. I think the Cowboys are good enough to win. I think Washington is good enough to win anyway, but they're going to have this thing handed to them by a Philadelphia team that, you know what, of the 4 of them, what Philadelphia is doing might be the smartest thing of all of them. We'll see how it unfolds on Sunday, noon Cowboys, and then the Sunday night game with Washington and Philadelphia. We'll keep you abreast of all that, of course. And then coming up in the Fish Report, we've got some hard numbers and some hard feelings about the Cowboys as closers under Mike McCarthy now, and does he have a magic wand? And under my old friend Red Ball then, and how his magic wand drooped at the end of NFL seasons over the course of a decade. Stay tuned for that. We'll keep you posted. Again, we're very hopeful. You say you want nice things to happen. You say your prayers and cross your fingers for people that get COVID and every other circumstance. As I wrote on CowboysSI.com about the Darian Thompson COVID thing, I thought 2020 was done. Now, on the very first day of 2021, the Cowboys have to deal with that. Now, all joking aside, I hope people didn't think that, well, 2020 sucks. So as soon as the calendar flips, well, then everything's not going to be okay just because the calendar flipped. COVID don't care. So stay safe and stay tuned. Fish out.